informative. Hey, do you struggle to get your family out the door on time to just about everything?
Or just yourself, like me. Fox 4 parenting expert Heather Waterfield is here with ideas to help you become more punctual. How wonderful.
I've got one kid who we call the Pokey Puppy. Our youngest Spencer, he's going to be late to his own funeral.
Dawdlers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they take the time getting out the door. Yeah, I mean, it's a struggle, especially like right now. We know how many people are out there saying, come on, let's go, it's time to go, we're going to be late. Right.
And they tune you out.
Yeah, they do. And so I think it's important for us to realize why do our kids dawdle, right? Well, one of the reasons I think is they want attention, you know. When they dawdle, we give them lots of attention. It might be negative attention, but it's attention nonetheless. Another reason is, you know, sometimes dawdling is a child's way of saying, hey, I'm overwhelmed and I need to slow down. You know, children's sense of time is a lot different than ours. Their sense of right now is a lot different than our sense of right now. They haven't been around as long, so they want to explore and watch and do things. And it's also really hard for them to transition from one thing to the next, especially when they're really engrossed in something. And finally, it's a power struggle, you know. We make so many decisions for our children that they feel helpless, and so dawdling is a way for them to be in control.
To be in control.
That's true.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right,
how do we get them out the door on time?
Get them out the
door. Right? Be a good role model. Do you dawdle? Right? Like you had said? Yeah, absolutely. But our expectations for our children shouldn't be any different than they would be, for example, say, our coworkers or our friends. Give them time to play. If there's an inchworm on the way out the door, let them look at the inchworm for a few seconds. It'll be easier getting in the car talking about an inchworm than crying about an inchworm. Also, help them transition. You know, tell them, okay, in 5 minutes. Tell them, 5 minutes.
That really does help.
It really does. Because rather than just yank them away from an activity, say, 5 minutes, we've got to get out the door. Anticipate those obstacles that might be in the way. For example, you know, if you got a busy morning, set out the shoes, set out the coats. Make sure that we know, don't dump out the Legos right before we walk out the door. Give them positive attention. When they don't dawdle, reward them. Say something like praise them. Great job, I appreciate that. Finally, use humor and fun. The other day to get my kid to put on his coat and his shoes, I said, okay, let's put your shoes on your head and your coat on your feet. He giggled. He thought it was hilarious. And so he proceeded to show me how to do it, which made it a lot easier for us to get out the door.
How do you address the power struggle issue?
Right, well, you'll never win, so don't try, right? And so one of those things is that, okay, we're leaving right now. And when they do that, sometimes it is necessary to kind of help them on their way if they need that.
Is that code for something?
It means
to help them.
Tears are coming.
Yes, we've helped our children many times in the Alford household.